I think as of right now, we're about 6 or 7 weeks, maybe less, away from the 2-year anniversary of the GameStop debacle. And, you know, we've been called some crazy names over the past 2 years by mainstream media and government pundits and, you know, the so-called experts of the market, the big firms, the hedge funds. But something interesting happened on Tuesday, right when CPI data was about to come out. And, you know, for all those people out there who have been saying that the AMC GME community and retail investors in general are out of their minds and they're conspiracy theorists, you know, there's no manipulation or corruption in the market right now. Well, let me tell you this. In the last 6 weeks, we've seen, I think, 3 now crypto billionaires who have mysteriously died. Sam Bankman-Fried, the biggest campaign donor, former disgraced CEO of FTX, has been arrested. Then this story broke just in the last 36 hours of what happened on Tuesday. I want to talk about that tonight. We're going to get into some Hollywood stuff. I want to talk about, of course, in the thumbnail I put in about Avatar and the reviews that are coming in. Everything I'm hearing from the YouTubers that I respect and I rely on for, you know, some takes about movies. Everything is coming back, what I wanted to hear. I'm not going to lie, I was getting a little nervous as we were building up to this date of what people's reactions were going to be to the film, and so far, so good. So we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. But before we get way too far ahead of ourselves,
cue the speeder.
This is the way.
good evening, beautiful people. Guys, what's going on? It is Thursday, December 15th, 2022. I just want to give you guys a little bit of context about what I'm about to roll for you. The next three little snippets you're going to see are three different YouTubers who cover Hollywood and the movie industry, and their first reactions just coming out of the theaters. There are no spoilers here in any of this. They're just going to give a real quick breakdown. If you've already seen the movie, that's great. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know too much about what's going on as far as storyline or any of that, but these reviews are extremely positive. So I'm going to play three of them, and these are from three guys who are very critical when it comes to Hollywood, just like I am as well, but these guys take it to a whole nother level, and I appreciate that, man. They go out there and they hustle. They make a lot of videos, and I appreciate the work ethic all these guys have. So we're going to play these three clips. We're going to come back. We'll talk about it, and then I want to get into what happened on Tuesday, because this is just crazy, and the White House's response is even crazier. All right, roll the clips.
I just got done seeing Avatar 2, and I have to say, I had a great time with this movie. A fantastic time with it. And no one is as shocked about that as me. I think the difference in this one is that there was a family dynamic. We're still dealing with the same generic story, but the reason that the story connected with me is because of the family dynamic. So that was the connective tissue, was the family dynamic.
Water. I gotta be real. I've been someone who for the past 6 months has been saying I don't really know who's sitting there looking forward to a sequel to Avatar. 13 years ago, it didn't really, I don't think, leave a cultural mark in any way, shape, or form. It was a fine movie, and it was an incredible achievement technologically. However, as far as the story itself, it's not something I got super invested in. I was shocked at how much I cared about the story for Avatar 2. I really liked this movie, and I did not think I would. Are there some things?
What's going on, everyone? I just got out of the theater for Avatar: The Way of Water, and there is so much to unpack. And don't worry, I'm not going to get into spoilers. If I do, I will let you know in the video, so you have plenty of time to click off. But I did enjoy the film. I really enjoyed the film, and the 3 hours felt like it flew by.
So I just want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. The first review there was from Geeks and Gamers. The second one was Ryan from OUTPOST. And the last one was from Drunk 3PO's channel. Go check them all out if you guys like good honest reviews on movies and trailers and all that kind of stuff. They got some inside scoops sometimes on films, all kinds of good stuff over there. These guys, to me, are some of the most critical when it comes to major motion pictures, blockbusters. I respect their opinions and take them very seriously, and they have huge followings on YouTube and in social media. They wield a lot of influence. So seeing this from them, as well as, of course, the mainstream media and all them, you know, the Disney shills and all those people are on board with Avatar, right? It's the real fans of theater and film like me and most of you guys out there. Hopefully they went to AMC theaters. But, you know, it's their opinions I really want to know. You know, it's like on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't want to know what the critic score is. I want to know what the audience score is, because I'm the audience. I'm not a critic. So with all that information coming back and the feedback so far, that just feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, because I'm not going to lie. I have been getting super nervous about Hollywood and the direction they are going. Just finding out last night that Henry Cavill is not going to reprise his role as Superman. I want my money back for Black Adam. They bullshitted me into believing that Superman was coming back, Henry Cavill has come back as Superman, and now he's not. But we got to look on the bright side right now and stay in the moment. And right now, that is Avatar 2 and AMC turning a profit. And hopefully this movie is the stepping stone to us getting to profitability soon, sooner than later. All right, so before we move on to what happened on Tuesday morning with CPI data and that spike in the market, in the pre-market, I have to take back something I said the other night. There were reports out there, and I must have just read this wrong, that this Avatar movie needed to do $2 billion in order to turn a profit. That is not necessarily the case at all. Apparently, Avatar 2 cost about $250 million to make. Now, I was watching, I believe, John Campier earlier today, who I don't normally watch, but he was on, and he said when he worked inside AMC Corporate, they broke it down that you took the production budget, you doubled it for marketing, and then add 33% for everything else to give you the most correct estimate, I guess. So if that's the case, then in reality, this movie only has to make about $750 million to be profitable. And again, that's not going to have a huge impact either way on AMC, right? Because we're just banking on this movie staying in theaters for a long period of time, people going back to see it once or twice, because the longer it stays in theaters, the more AMC and the theaters keep. So again, my apologies about that $2 billion figure. I hope I didn't freak anyone out. All right, let's talk about what happened Tuesday morning. Suspicions of US CPI leak swirl around mystery rally in 60 seconds before data's release. Someone will likely look into it, whether it's innocent or not. That's a quote here on the byline. I don't even know who said that. But the Bloomberg article here says, Karine Jean-Pierre, the press secretary for President Joe Biden, quickly brushed off the question when it came in toward the end of her daily press conference Tuesday. No, she said, there was no chance that anyone in the White House leaked that November inflation report before its 8:30 a.m. publication. Too much fuss was being made, as she saw it, over what were just minor market movements. Minor market movements. Does that look like minor or something that's normal to happen at 8:30 in the morning before the goddamn markets even open? And you know what? I don't feel like going into the article right now, so I'm just going to let our stunning and brave press secretary, KJP, who smashed all the glass ceilings, explain to us exactly how the administration is handling what went on Tuesday morning. Watch.
Yeah, I've seen that reporting. Look, you know, I think we think that it's being a little bit how do I say? It's you know, I think there's too much weight being put into that, you know, and how the market may have moved in a minor way. You know, I don't really have much more to add to that. But I have seen the reports on it, and again, I think it's just being a little bit, we're looking into it a little bit too much, I think.
But is the White House and Treasury looking into it at all, or are you just not worried about it?
Look, I think that, I can tell you this, there were no leaks from here. I can tell you for definitively, or at least I'm not, anyway.
We are getting a raw deal with this administration. We really are. We are getting the consumer and the retail investor and the average everyday American is getting porked by this administration. I mean, I understand her job is to be a professional liar for a brain dead sitting president, a lame duck president now. But God, I mean, come up with something. Yeah, we're going to take a look into it. Just anything. Anything. Just do your fucking job for once. All right, clearly the Massalorian needs a nap or something. This is probably a good point for us to cut it here, as I'm about to go off the rails. Talk about this a little more in depth over the weekend. We'll come back and address it. We'll talk about Henry Cavill. The main message I want to get out tonight is Avatar, the reviews coming back from some of the best critics out there are fantastic, and I am pumped. As always, guys, thank you for all the likes, the views, the comments, my new subscribers, my OGs. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are here to break the wheel. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian. I'm going to bed.